What up, YouTube? Moose coming at you once again with some build updates and some progress and a little bit about what's going on. Let's get started. Alright, so I figured I'd start off by showing you all the McLaren. As you can see, I've got the orange on the body shell at this point finally. Painted the top section here black and then applied the decal. Unfortunately, the decal not very great. I had to cut it multiple times to get it to lay down, but I'm kind of hoping that the little marks that you could see from that will settle down as I put a clear coat on it. I had to mask off around here to do that, and then up front here on the lower grille. I might have showed you guys this already, I'm not sure. Got the back end painted. There's a couple of decals on the side here. They didn't want to sit down again, so I just hit them with a little Tamiya extra thin recently to kind of get them to form down finally so I can get those scribed because they're actually bigger than the area they're supposed to fit. So get that done. But I mean, that's coming along, I guess. I don't know what I've shown you guys of this, but here's the Thunderbolt, what I've got so far. I haven't touched it much recently, more because I went back to Christmas gifts trying to get those finished. So this kind of remains in this state. I mean, it's about ready for paint. If anybody knows, comment below. Is this exposed area where the flaps sit the interior color, or would that be painted the same color as this bottom surface of the plane? I need to know that for both that and the actual flaps themselves. I did start on a new project recently. So it's the, let me reach. The Das Werk 135th, the Kettenkrad, which is actually a Reebok's Dragon kit from 2001, and I got to be honest with you, it's not very good. So here's what I've got so far on it. I mean, it's definitely, you can tell what it is, but I've had situations like, well, back here I can show you. So over on this side, can't tell if the camera's focusing or not. I had to squeeze with some clamps to bring it together because somehow the sides were like bowed out, but they weren't. And this little flap here still doesn't fit in there quite right, so I had to glue it down. It's supposed to be able to pivot and open and close, but couldn't do that. Let's see what else. Oh, this little hump back here, I'm not sure what it actually is. Maybe, oh, like the license plate bracket. Doesn't sit down in there very well either. So it looks kind of bad. I'm going to have to take some putty and do the top side of that. There's a gap down here on the bottom. Yes, if you can see it. All kinds of fingerprint marks. It was a beast to get to go together. I'm just going to swipe over it with a sanding stick real quick, I guess, and call that a day. From what I've noticed, these pegs for the wheels are actually too long as well. The wheels don't sit in far enough versus like the drive sprockets at the front here. So I might have to sand those back, or just drill open through the wheels. I don't have them handy at the moment. I test fitted them earlier. Those were even more finicky. Yeah, see, it's finally sitting. But I mean, like, it's not bad, but it's certainly not good either. So, I kind of wish that some other company would come out with one, maybe in 1/16 scale, because I mean, you know, got to do the typical comparison. I mean, There's a bottle of Tamiya Extra Thin. I mean, it's just barely bigger than a bottle of Extra Thin. But yeah, if Takom, if Takom's listening, I highly doubt it. I would love to see a 1/16 scale version of that. So yeah, I hope you like what you're seeing on those models. Yeah, they're coming along pretty good. I'm trying to wrap up the last little bit of my Christmas gifts so that I can get those done and packaged and everything now and get it done. I know we still got, a month and a half to go, but no sense in waiting. The BMR Mine Roller, I totally forgot about that. Let me grab that real quick. So I have worked on the BMR Mine Roller a bit. I don't know if my camera's gonna focus on my face. Hide me. But got some of the real grills and stuff down on the back. That was a real bear to do. A little more details just around on the hull itself, but I think once I get the last bit of the details, because there's some, like the tarp that fits over here, and then there's a whole bunch of pegs that fit in over here and up front where like spare track links and stuff fit in, and get all those mounts put on there at least. And then I want to go ahead and just paint this and get it done before I do the actual little turret up here. I'll do that as a separate assembly and add it, and then when I do the mine roller itself up front, that'll be a separate piece that gets painted separately and then applied to that. So that one's coming along. I mean, I'm still kind of on the mini art. I don't think I've got enough skill for them still yet. I mean, we've seen some of the issues I've had with it, but it's coming along. It's looking pretty cool. I love the details on it. Maybe once I've got it all painted up and everything like that, I'll change my mind. I mean, obviously I've got that bulldozer that I purchased and you guys seen in the last update to do. So I don't want to dive into another tank. I mean, obviously I started that Kettenkrad, but I mean, I've spent maybe a couple hours so far on that. I mean, it's real simple, real easy. Throw it together, German gray, boom, done. But so a little bit about what's been going on with me. So last week or so now, I've been stuck at home, quarantined due to COVID. So been taking some advantage of it and working on models, as you've already seen, and working on some things with my new website as far as like being able to put content over on there. Yeah, it sucks. It sucks being stuck home. It sucks being stuck inside. But, I thought I had a cold and turned out to be COVID. It is what it is. And, I mean, clearly I'm healthy, as you guys can tell. So, yeah. So, I'm hoping near term to get some of these projects done that I've had. The Thunderbolt, the McLaren, Christmas projects, and so on and so forth. Trying to decide where I want to go next. I mean, obviously I've still got work on the BMR. I don't know. I've been kind of flipping through my stash. I've been doing a lot of prop-based airplanes recently, and I'm kind of thinking that I might do a jet. I've got a Tamiya 148th A10 with some Edward photo etch that I might throw into there, so might crack instructions on that pretty soon and kind of get a feel for it and see. I'd already started. I got the wings, the top and bottom halves done, but I think I need to start looking at getting some of the photo etch put into the cockpit and whatnot. But I guess that's it for now. Well, thank you guys for watching as always. Thank you to my subscribers. As always, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Have a good one.